Hi, this is another game of Summer Wars 2nd edition on the app. This matchup is me playing the Tundra Orcs against Shexic Savanna Elves. I wanted to do this match because a lot of people have troubled with it. There's a belief that it's very hard for going, and it's hard, but I don't think it's that hard. So I wanted to show how I played the matchup. I don't say it's an easy matchup at all, but hopefully I can give some tips that will help people have a more balanced matchup here. I actually wanted to show another match that showed a little better this strategy. One I actually lost because I blundered eventually, but I lost the game, and this happens to me so far. Sometimes I lose the replay, so I kind of have to show the games I can finalist more than the ones I won, but that's who it is. Anyway, let's get into the game. I'm going to start with the classic opening. I really like this opening, but maybe others. Just trying to kill both units by shooting the shaman, then fighter, moving, and then trying to kill the archer. I failed though here to kill the archer. I had to use the influence to move the fighter so I can make it hit for 2, but that's fine, that's reasonable. One of the problems of this opening that some people might criticize is that a rhino here with a boost can block my front gate. And I think that's a problem. I think it's worth to try to kill both units, but I can see an argument for trying some other openings depending on the hand. I think though, if Abua decides to put the rhino here, I'm okay with just slowing a little the game and focus on killing the rhino. I mean, Dragon has a lot of damage, so I'm okay with that position, but I can see the argument that that's a problem and maybe some other opening will be better. But here, well, the rhino doesn't come, instead a classic lioness, which is trying to get some value by killing the fighter and the shaman, which is fine. And this is something that happens that I don't agree with. I don't think this gate benefits Abua, and the reason is now I can just, with any unit I want, I just can come and block the front of that gate. And that leads to a situation, and this will happen, you will see, that it's not good for Abua. If I will have to put a gate, which is a good idea, I will put it more on there, on the right here, or just a little in the back, or somewhere where it's not that easy to reach. I mean, if he puts it on the right, I can still with the charger get there, but it's just not so easy. It's more open for Abua to shot. I think it's a bit different dynamic. I think here it's a problem for Abua. I don't like this position, and you will see soon why. So yeah, just the archer shoots, and now I go with the shaman, the charger. Here, what the selection of units, it's not that big, but I'm very happy to have Targan. I will try to keep Fury, which is very important for Gognak. But overall, especially with the gate, I mean before the gate, but especially with the gate, I'm okay with having 2 lines of shooting with the shamans while having the charger block. So if he decides here to kill my charger, I don't lose much value. I think that's a very position, and this is one of the problems with the gate here. I can just block it and now create a situation where it's easier for me to get good 3 attacks against his 2 attacks. If he wants to get a 3rd attack, he needs to get in more awkward positions. So this is one of the issues why I don't think the gate here is the best. I'm happy with how it's go, and I'm probably going to save Targan obviously because I have 2 shamans, and still Targan is a great champion for this game, for this matchup, because range in general is good for Abua, especially early game, to generate pressure and not be so easy for Abua to punish that pressure. So let's move on. I charge for influence and then decide to take the shots. Charger hits for 2, and Shaman hopefully kills to finish the Lioness, and now it's the turn of Abua. It puts a weaving to create an extra boost. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, see, more the problem, this Lioness is very easy for me to kill, and he doesn't have good targets. And I keep fighting this ranging game, which the Archer is a little better, but the Shaman is fine, especially with the influence. And I bring Shaman, and here I do a blunder. Um, and the blunder is, look at this. I don't know, maybe I could think what was the right move, but this allows my opponent to attack target from here and from this place, which it's going to do in a few minutes. I'm not sure what I had to do. I will have to rethink the turn, which I'm not going to do, but I don't think this can be good. I think this is a big blunder for me. Target is very important. One of the big values of Target is that it can be add value to Target by standing behind shamans and adding a lot of value. But if you expose it like this, yeah, that's not so amazing. So I'm not sure what was the correct play, but I don't think this was. But well, I tried to kill the lioness to get a shot to Abua, which I failed, and then I get in theory punished by my bad position, except I get extremely lucky and he doesn't finish Targan, which is very good for me. I mean, it's not extremely lucky. I mean, he has 6 life against 8 dice, but yeah, I mean, it was a necessary risk, and yeah, from there on, it's going to be very hard for Abua. I just have a Targan surviving, supporting shamans, Shunk on the right to protect it, and now it's good time for Grognag. He uses Rhino to get to the Targan. I think this is a great play. I think he needs to get rid of Targan at any cost, because otherwise it's going to generate amazing value. He does kill the Targan, and I come back with Smasher. Just a gate. I'm not sure what I try. Yeah, I was trying to put some pressure here with the gate, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a great gate. That's very arguable. It's just I'm okay with just not pressuring Abua for now and just killing Rhino and the units to generate economic value. Abua comes and shots Shunk. I don't know what he had to display. Maybe no units. I know, but obviously this it's not good for Abua. I punish it with, yeah, a Forglory for just a unit. I think it's going to attack Abua. It's worth it. But also, I was looking for the chance to win the game right there. If Smasher dies, then Shaman can shoot and then I win the game. I think if it happens, it's great. If not, just 6 attack for Smasher, it's definitely valuable. So it's a win-win. And there comes Meteor Hero to just start fighting the Smasher, which is completely fine play. Time to move Grognag and Shung on the front to go for that low life Abua and take the gate. I have another shot to win the game with Shung attacking the gate. And now attacking Abua. It didn't happen, but still 2 damage, and any damage now it's game, which is actually what's going to happen soon. I think when he is in such a bad place, and I don't know, knowing the hand, I think it's very hard to say a play was not the correct one. I think I will go more on the left side to protect Abua, but you know, when you are losing at the economic war, and Abua is, if you see, I have 16 resources against his 12 resources, so Abua is losing economically, so he needs to be risky. So I approve his play. I don't know, it's very hard to know what's the correct play for a player without looking at the hand. The hand is so important, so I don't know, but yeah, taking risk when you're losing is reasonable. But yeah, I have the cards to punish that. We are just going to see how the game ends. It's just summon a charger, and this is a nice use of brutal force, especially in offensive, that you can see. I use brutal force to push a Shunk, that'll extra space, and so Shunk can reach Abua and kills Abua. And yeah, this is not the best game to show, but you know, something I've learned just collecting replays. No game is perfect. No game is just the messing show, because Summer Wars, every game is so different and so extreme that everything will happen. People make mistakes. I did mistakes. My opponent did mistakes. So yeah, you can say, oh well, if you play different, he played different. I know. But I think that shows kind of how I play Grogan in this match, especially when you don't have gates, right? Try to get shamans, range pressure, and just try to get value and economic. Trying to get to wait for a gate in hand. Once you have a gate, though, I will try to move forward. It didn't happen in this game, but in general it do. And yeah, try to be lurking with Grognag trying to look for a good Fury. I think Fury is a great way to get value. For Glory is also a great way. Yeah, I don't know what else to say of this game. I hope that you got some tips and you enjoyed the video.